Hey, it's NayUplifting Others. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, hey uplifters. Let's talk about intersex, what that means in sexual abuse and or any type of abuse dealing with intersex people. I talked about intersex a while back and I shared someone's story, but I feel like bringing more awareness to intersex people, and I feel like a lot of people that are just like normal people don't really talk about intersex people, or they maybe don't even know about intersex people. But let's get into what intersex means and all that good stuff. Intersex people are individuals born with any of several sex characteristics, including chromosome patterns, gonads, or genitals that, according to the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, do not fit typical binary notions of male or female bodies. So in my opinion, how I feel about it, I feel like intersex people they are both male and females, depending on, of course, their sexual characteristics and all that good stuff. It would depend. I feel like it doesn't depend. They're both male and female. It should be able to choose however they want to live. And I feel like there's a lot of stigma or just ignorance to intersex people, and I feel like a lot of times intersex people are just put in a box with everyone else because I don't know why they're put in a box. I feel like they shouldn't be put in a box. Them out and proud by themselves, intersex people, without being put with other groups of people. That's in my opinion about it. I feel like a lot of times intersex people feel like they don't have a voice because of ignorance and people judging them or assuming that they're one or the other and disrespectful and not knowing. Intersex people should just be their own group. I'm not trying to I know a lot of people wouldn't see it that way. Maybe intersex people wouldn't agree with me, but I feel like they shouldn't be put in a box with nobody else. They're unique. They're not freaks of nature. They're human beings, and they deserve to have the same rights or to be able to be whoever they want to be without being judged. Intersex people are more vulnerable to abuse because of ignorance and bigotry about their body. A study from 2007, 50% of intersex victims of domestic violence reported being raped by a partner. So here are some forms of abuse or what intersex people can go through. Threatening to tell the victim's friends, family, or co-workers that they are intersex without their permission. Pressuring the victim to behave in a way that conforms to specific gender stereotypes. Pressuring the victim to take medications or have surgeries to change their body to conform to a specific set of sexual characteristics. Telling the victim that they are not a specific sexual orientation. Accusing the victim of tricking the abuser because the victim's body does not look like what the abuser thinks a person of the gender should look like. That's some stuff that I got from that website. A lot of intersex people deal with emotional abuse heavy. And I want to emphasize that because everyone's struggles are different. Every intersex person is not the same. And of course, no one's the same, and what they go through is the same. So a lot of intersex people maybe go through emotional abuse. Doctors, family members, people want to make sure that they know what they want to be, like what gender they want to be. But they're both. So I don't understand if they want to be one or the other, why do they have to go through the same process as other people that are traditionally or normally assigned at birth as male or female? And I feel like that's unfair because a lot of times, the research that I did, a lot of doctors influenced the parents' decision on gender they wanted their child to be if they were intersex. They did surgery on newborns to change their gender when they were both. And I feel like it took away intersex people's choice of what they wanted to be. You don't know what a child wants to be as an intersex child wants to be because they're both. They have male characteristics and they have female characteristics. Parents and doctors took away the intersex child's choice of what gender they wanted to be. A lot of every intersex person is different. Some have eternal characteristics and some are external, and they just that child's choice to make. And I feel like for anybody that is intersex, like, be true to you. Do whatever you want to do. If you want to be one or the other, do that. If you want to be both, you could do that, because you were born both, and you should be able to make decisions based on how you feel and not how others feel. And I feel like a lot of times people influence intersex people to be one thing, or want them to be one thing, because they're comfortable with that. They don't want to be uncomfortable with looking at their child or their lover as one thing. And I feel like that's not fair, because I feel like a lot of times intersex people maybe go through mental anguish and pain because of this, and it's unfair. Like, they're born with as being female and male. It doesn't matter if it's internal or external, but they're looked at like they're freaks, and it's like a cover-up. The parents cover it up, the doctors cover it up, and they don't want to think about it. For intersex people that go through different forms of any type of abuse, even if it's family, friends, healthcare people, it doesn't matter. The choice is yours to be whoever you want to be. You have the option to be female or male, or both. And if anyone doesn't agree or wants you to conform to one thing, you could be discarded, because at the end of the day, it's all about you. And you shouldn't have to be one or the other to satisfy other people. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. And just live your life for you. One more point that I want to make before I close out. When it comes to intersex people wanting to transition to be whatever they want to be, male or female, a lot of times the terms are used by everyone, doctors, insurance companies, everyone is not acknowledging them as being their own gender. It's always like transgender care and all that stuff, and some people would consider themselves or consider it being transgender, and some people just consider them being male and female, because that's what they are. They're intersex. At times, intersex people are not looked at as individual gender. It should be their, like I said earlier, they're individually intersex. It shouldn't be grouped with anyone else, and they should get the care that they need. It could be intersex something. It could be something acknowledging who they are. Everything about intersex is looked at like it's a secret, it's a bad thing, and it's not. So I really feel like bringing awareness to intersex people even more and shedding light on it even more. I want people to open their eyes. It's not just what we're used to seeing, because it's not what, just because someone may look a certain way doesn't mean that they're not intersex people. If just because they're dressed as a female one day, then a male the next day, doesn't mean that they're weird. Maybe they're or they're gay. They're maybe they're intersex. Maybe you don't know someone's story, so you can't base your opinion off of what you see. It's like you can't judge a book by its cover, because you just never know. I just want intersex people to, if you're comfortable with sharing who you are, sharing your story, do that. Bring awareness to who you are, your individual gender. You're not, I really wish that intersex people was grouped by themselves. Intersex, like, because it's only fair, it's only right. Intersex people are not acknowledged as they should be, and it's not fair to them. That's why people don't know about this. They don't know about intersex people, because they're not acknowledged. And the care for intersex people is limited, and it's not right, it's not fair. And I feel like as more people would probably talk about this that are not intersex, or just normal people would talk about this, maybe things could change for intersex people. hopefully this video could help someone and maybe even encourage someone. Be true to yourself. That's the whole point of this, is to shed light on intersex people, but also for intersex people to be comfortable in whatever gender you want to be. And for those that prejudge you, don't worry about them, because they don't even matter. Because a lot of people are ignorant and they don't get it, and some people will never get it. But don't feel like you're less than because they don't, because they judge you, because they may say some mean and nasty things to you. Do not let what people say get you down. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe.